Hi everyone. Today I am going to be not talking anything about pregnancy, though today's topic is about nutrition for a child, and I was thinking about how conscious are we about buying food for our, I mean, when we buy processed food for a child, how conscious are we? Okay, because I just ran this little survey on Instagram this morning. I actually put on my stories the ingredients of a popular health drink and asked people if they could actually understand anything from it, and 79% said no, to my surprise. And I was wondering, then on what basis do we actually buy these packed foods, okay, without even understanding the ingredients? How do we actually buy them? And it was really perplexing for me to think about this, and that's why I thought I'll do this video, okay, for y'all to understand how you have to what are the things you have to look out for in a packaged food, what are the harmful stuff, how do you choose healthy food for your children, because there's a big market out there and there's so many brands, advertisements and all of that. And actually another very surprising thing was that in a lot of what do you call packaged foods, the nutrition list is bigger, okay, and more prominent than the actual ingredient list. So a lot of time when a mother takes it, she thinks that the food is very healthy and she buys it. Only on later, when she actually scrutinizes and reads the ingredient list, she will understand that, I mean, everything is chemicals there and there's nothing natural out there. Yeah. So that's how the world is leading today. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to do this video. Okay. See, one of the ingredients, okay, that we have to look out for, which are on our red list, okay, is an ingredient called trans fat, okay, which is nothing but hydrolyzed fat. And this is not a natural fat. Okay, please get it very clearly. This is not about saturated, unsaturated. It's not a natural fat at all. This is a hydrolyzed vegetable fat, which is really, really, really bad for our system. Okay, so the risk of when we give children with food which contain trans fat, so what happens is, the risk of them getting heart disease are higher, the chances of getting type 2 diabetics are higher, and then and there are so much of health hazards, and we don't even think, okay, we don't even know the difference between fats and trans fat. We just don't even read our labels, and I think which is a very, very, very unhealthy practice. Okay, so before we buy anything, we have to just take the ingredient list at behind any product and check, okay, what is it, and especially if there's trans fat, and I think it is a total no. And another thing that you have to look out for is is an ingredient called high fructose corn syrup. Okay, so you will find it like in almost n number of processed food, okay, be it cereal in the morning or a soft drink. Okay, this is like one inevitable thing which mostly is there in all the products, and this is a form of sugar, but a very cheaper form of sugar. Okay, that's why companies readily use it. Okay, and this is linked to cardiovascular diseases, metabolic disorder, mood disorder in kids, and it can contribute to cancer. Just imagine. And we don't even realize this, and we just take it when our child asks for a particular product. Okay, we just take it from the shelf without even reading any ingredient, okay, and we just give it off. Yeah, and I think this is like some food for thought. We have to think about it. And then and what about artificial flavors in it, artificial colors in it? Yeah, there are so much of things, okay, which are really, really, really not good, but we still end up taking it. Okay, and sometimes, okay, there are health drinks, okay, which are prescribed by the doctors themselves, but I really, okay, in my personal opinion, I think children don't need health drinks at all. Okay, so if you want to change the flavor of the milk, okay, maybe you can add some badam or maybe some coconut sugar, honey to it, and change the flavor if your child is having difficulty in drinking plain milk. But otherwise, I think it's not necessary at all to give your child any sort of artificial flavors and all, okay, which, I mean, health drinks which is available in the market. I think it's absolutely not necessary, okay. And some products are hyped up. For example, Pediasure, it's so hyped up, okay. We think that it is a must for all children, okay. The ads are so they're so attractive, and okay, and the nutrition benefits that people tell out in these advertisements are so great, and sometimes we are carried away. We think this is like something inevitable for a child, and believe me, no. You read the ingredient list, there's hardly anything you understand. So that's how you choose a food. If you can understand the ingredient list, yeah, you know what is what. If it's simple, then you can buy it. But if it's going to be all complex words and which looks all like chemicals and you don't understand, then I think that's a good enough reason for you not to buy it. Okay, just don't look at the protein, fats, and just those things alone. I think you have to look at the ingredient list, which is very, 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 very important. And a lot of products in the market contain excitotoxins. Okay, so what do these excitotoxins, and one common example is MSG, but there are so many hidden names of excitotoxins that we sometimes we get fooled in our food products. We don't even understand it's an excitotoxin. So what does these excitotoxin do? They are flavor enhancers. So when you put it in your mouth, it just enhances the flavor so much, and the child thinks it's so yummy and it wants more. Okay, and what these do is they actually excite the receptors, okay, the brain neuron receptors, which acts as connections between two brain cells. And what happens is when this gets excited, it just fires up, and after some time what happens is that neuron totally dies, and leaves the child feeling very having mood swings and stuff like that. Okay, so it is very, 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 very bad. You go into the internet and see the harmful effects of trans fat. You should see the harmful effects of high fructose corn syrup, and you have to see the harmful effects of excitotoxins, and you will be astonished. I'm really telling you. Okay, see, believe me, okay, there were days, okay, even in when I did not know about all this, and I have been giving my son, and sometimes I feel now so guilty about it. But I'm sure many of you would also be feeling the same like me, but it's always better late than never. So it's okay. I know people like send me messages, I've been using this particular health drink and I'm feeling so guilty about. There's nothing to feel guilty about it, but at least let's all start making some healthy choices for your child. I think that is far more important than anything else. Yeah, so it's always like better late than never. Again, sometimes we all are in a world, okay, where we feel sometimes very lazy to prepare and cook for our child. Okay, we always look out for alternatives, and I think we have to come back to our roots, okay, where the best health a child can get is from her mother's cooking. So we have to remember that. Okay, so try to give home cooked food and make snacks at home as much as possible, okay, instead of giving alternatives. Sometimes it's so it's really pathetic, okay, to see at airports mothers getting kukures and kapo noodles and all that as to their little child, okay, hardly like 1 year and 2 year old, when they can easily bring something from home or they can give something homemade. But where are we all leading to? You see, in the end of life, okay, what do we all want? A healthy child. And when a child is healthy, that's when we have a peaceful future also. So we should never forget that. So we should aim at providing our children healthy alternatives, okay. Though the current scenario is that children are exposed to so much of unhealthy things in the market, I think we as parents have to put our foot down sometimes, okay. We just don't say, okay, it's okay, let him have it, it's okay, let him have it, and the harm is already done, okay. So I think this is very, very, very important for y'all all to understand, okay, that any day something home cooked, okay, something made from your own kitchen is far, far, far better than something you buy in the market. Sometimes it's really pathetic, okay, to see my own students, okay, buying products like this ragi kanji flour and different kanji powders and all in the market, when they can very well just, it takes hardly any time to make that at home. But I don't know whether we call it lazy or we think it's easily available. I really don't know what to call it, but that is the trend prevailing now, okay. We want everything which is in the market, okay. We don't do much things at home nowadays, and I think it's really not good. Yeah, so next time, before you get that Lace chips for your child, before you get that Kurkure, before you give that Pediasure, before you give that boost, I think you need to look at the ingredient list. Have any of you looked at the ingredient list of even ketchup? Okay, you will find products, okay, that are highly unhealthy, but we always think just a few drops of ketchup is not going to do anything. Yeah, but that is how the harm is done. We are a generation, okay, which is running, okay, and paving our paths towards cancer. So when we make healthy choices as a mother for our children, I think we can at least disconnect the path somewhere, somehow. Yeah, that is what we all want. Okay, thank you so much, all of you all, for watching this video. Please share this, okay, among your friends and family. Please make them understand that how processed food, okay, is really not an option. Okay, so please try, okay, I know you just can't do it overnight, but please try as much as you can to cut down processed food from your kitchen. Okay, so go home now today and take out those packaged foods, read the ingredient list, and when you think you can't understand it, then I think you should not use it. If you can, if it's very clear, like wheat, whole wheat, okay, whole rice, okay, something which you can really understand, then it's okay. If it's all sucrose and fructose and high syrup, I mean high fructose corn syrup, and all sort of names that you can't even understand, and I think then it's not fit enough to be in the kitchen. You have to put it out. Yeah, so I think you all have to do this makeover, okay, in your kitchen, so that our children, okay, get this benefit. Yeah, so I think the best way, okay, a mother can show her love is by providing for her child well and making informed choices for her child. Okay, so I hope this video helps you to make those informed choices. Thank you so much for watching this video, and lots of love to all of y'all. Take care. Bye.